How how is everybody's Saturday? Um, being a YouTuber, being a YouTuber is hard. Being a YouTuber is hard because sometimes you want to have your space too, but there's nobody in my city that recognizes me as a YouTuber. I don't think, but I let people know. I don't know how to promote my things, but I've been a YouTuber since 2020. Put out my first video in 2021, my nephew's birthday. He had a Mario theme party, and that was my first video. Seen the likes on it, and when I started getting to the camera, talking, I felt like I was talking to myself. But I was so like, um, this is not gonna work. This is not finna work for me. But then I seen the the growth in my YouTube. I seen the speed, like not the speed, the I seen the uh
No, you want to go for my baby party? Yeah. It's just some sauce karaoke. I don't even have it like three. Well, actually, it's turn.
I was like against it. But then my cousin she bought me a camera, right? And then she bought me a microphone. I tried. I'm like, man, I don't know. Just try it. Just do it. It was hard for me to come up with names. It was it was hard for me to come up with my name. It was hard for me to create my character. And it was just one time that she came I came to her house and she was like, you wanna you gotta have a logo. You have to have a logo. So she took my picture, right? And she sent it to a friend. The friend sent that back in like 10 minutes. And that was like brilliant for me. And she created she made me believe in big tip dreams because I kept putting that out there and I never really I wanted to use that as my YouTube. I wanted to use that as a dream basically. Using that as my dream, meaning big tip dreams. Meaning in the sense of it. I had to think, why did I choose that name of that? And I always say, I always had big dreams. I always had big dreams. And my dream was to be help my family out. Help I would help me out before I help anybody else out. But most of all, I would help my family out. And as a kid, I wanted to play basketball. As a kid, I wanted to play sports like basketball. And basketball was my passion. And it was my passion. And the thing was, that sport is like it's not dangerous, but it's a competitive sport. I see people from Chicago going to they doing their drinks like G Herbo, Derrick Rose, um, Dirk, anybody that's from Chicago that you see like Twister, people like them. It's actors from Chicago too that made it out of Chicago. And I definitely wanted to make it out of Chicago. I wanted to make it to the point where I didn't have to work. My family didn't have to work. Um, we gonna be okay. So it's like I just try to. It's like the motivation goes away. The motivation goes away. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I don't want to do it. So I try to keep myself in that box where I'm pushing myself. Like I'm finna do this. But when I do it, I turn it down. I say, no, I'm not finna do this. I'm not finna do it. Oh, you shut up. But, yeah. That's mainly it. Yeah. That's mainly it. So, I just, it's like, when I was younger, I used to be like, I want to be like this person. I want to be like that person. I want to be like him. I'm being myself. I'm being myself to the point where I want to be like myself. I am myself. But basketball was not in my plans no more after high school. Come to find out, yeah, kidney transplant comes along, basically I have to have a kidney transplant. I fell down. It's like I felt like I fell down and I didn't want to get back up. I fell down and I did not want to get back up. But at the same time, even when I got that kidney, I didn't feel no good. I didn't feel good. It's like I was on dialysis 6.5 years until I got that kidney transplant. And when I got that transplant, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything different. I didn't feel anything different from it. So it's like it's been 10 years since I had this kidney. 2016. That's when I got that transplant. So it's more harder with the medication. It's more harder with the medication than it is being on the dialysis. Not saying dialysis is easy. Dialysis drains you to the point where you cannot move afterwards. Like you're drained because if you don't know, if you know anybody on dialysis, that stuff drains you. Okay. That stuff drains you. Like, my mama would get mad at me because I did not want to eat. So it was one time we go to the doctor. She like, he gives me, like, he don't want to eat. Why is that? Well, it's funny now because when she told him that, he looked at her like, well, when a person is on dialysis and they draining the blood, transferring it, cleaning the blood, they insert it back in their body. It's like, and they be on the machine for 3.5 hours. They don't want to eat afterwards. They just want to rest. Because it's like when you giving blood. When a person giving blood. They body is drained, okay? They body drained. It's not that they don't want to eat nothing. They just want to rest their bodies, heal their bodies, just so they can, move around. But you know what? I got over that depression because I didn't think I was going to get a kidney transplant. I thought that was my last time. But I got out of that depression. I got out of that feeling. But Sometimes I still look at my scar and I think about it, but yeah, for life. I felt that pain. I felt that pain from 2009 to 2016. I'm like, man, my grandmother was on dialysis. She did dialysis at home. They gave me that option. And my mother was like, I don't think you should go. I don't think you should do that because they gotta come out and clean. Your house gotta be sanitized. She gave me that. They gave me that option. I'm like, nah, no. But let me tell you, life is not a game, but it's levels to your life. It's like levels to your life. I made it all the way. I'm not gonna say to the end, cause I almost said that. I made it all the way to the level that people nowadays don't get to see because man, so what I'm finna do, right? This summer I'm gonna be recording all day, all the time. No matter if a person is upset, no matter if a person is down, and I just wanna make that person's day. So if you around me and you upset, you don't want me to rock, nah, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Because like I said, a person don't wanna be on camera. They don't have to be on camera if they don't want to. So yeah, I'm trying to keep my promise to myself. I'm trying to go live. I'm trying to do a lot of things, but I'm I'm starting off fresh with it, even though this still is a thing for me. So keep watching, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Big Tip Dreams, and I will talk to you guys when I can. Peace out.